When it comes to royal reconciliation, sometimes the quietest moves speak the loudest. In the world of the British monarchy, where every gesture is scrutinised and every word can spark headlines, it's often the subtle, behind-the-scenes actions that truly reveal the state of royal relationships. While the world's attention is usually drawn to grand public appearances and official statements, it's the understated moments, the ones that happen away from the cameras, that can signal the most meaningful shifts. In recent months, a new chapter seems to be unfolding, one marked not by dramatic confrontations or explosive interviews, but by a series of gentle, almost whispered gestures that hint at a possible thaw in the royal frost. So, what's Meghan Markle really up to? For someone who's been at the centre of so much royal drama, Meghan's recent actions have been surprisingly low-key. Gone are the days of headline-grabbing interviews and pointed public statements. Instead, Meghan appears to be embracing a quieter, more reflective approach. Friends close to the Duchess say she's been spending more time focusing on her family, her charitable work, and, perhaps most intriguingly, on finding ways to gently reconnect with the royal family. It's a shift that hasn't gone unnoticed by royal watchers, who are reading between the lines and wondering if this could be the start of something new. Insiders say she's taking a refreshingly subtle approach. No tabloid fireworks, just carefully chosen gestures. Rather than fueling the media frenzy that has so often surrounded her and Harry, Meghan is opting for a strategy of quiet diplomacy. She's been reaching out not with grand declarations, but with small, thoughtful acts that speak volumes. It's a marked departure from the past, when every move seemed calculated to make a splash. Now, Meghan seems to understand that sometimes the most powerful messages are the ones delivered in private, away from the glare of the spotlight. This new approach is winning her cautious praise from some royal insiders, who see it as a sign of maturity and a genuine desire to heal old wounds. Last month, Meghan's anniversary tribute to Harry included a warm nod to King Charles. Coincidence? Not likely. The gesture was subtle, a mention in a private card, a shared memory from a happier time, a gentle acknowledgement of the family ties that still bind them all together. For those who know how to read the royal tea leaves, it was a clear signal. Meghan hasn't given up on reconciliation. She's willing to take the first step, even if it means risking rejection or indifference. The anniversary celebration itself was a quiet affair, held at home with just close family and friends, but the message was unmistakable. Meghan is reaching out, and she's doing it in a way that feels authentic and heartfelt. And while the king skipped a public shout-out for their wedding anniversary, ouch, Meghan didn't sulk. She doubled down, sending a thoughtful gift basket. It would have been easy for Meghan to feel slighted or to respond in kind, but instead she chose to rise above the snub. The gift basket was carefully curated, filled with some of Charles's favourite treats, and a few personal touches that only someone who knows him well would think to include. It was a gesture that spoke of respect, understanding, and a willingness to move forward. Those close to the family say that Meghan agonised over the details, wanting to strike just the right note, warm but not overbearing, sincere but not sentimental, and a handwritten note to Charles and Camilla, signed by both her and Harry. The note was brief but heartfelt, expressing their best wishes and hopes for better days ahead. It was a small olive branch, extended with care and humility. For a family that has often struggled to communicate openly, the act of putting pen to paper carried special significance. It was a reminder that despite everything that has happened, there is still a desire for connection, a willingness to try, even if the path forward is uncertain. The inclusion of both Meghan and Harry's signatures was a deliberate choice, signalling unity and a shared commitment to reconciliation. Charles replied with a polite thank you. Sure, it's not a royal bear hug, but it's a start. The King's response was measured, as one might expect from a man who has spent his life navigating the complexities of royal protocol. But those who know him say that the gesture touched him more than he let on. For Charles, who has weathered his share of family drama, the note was a welcome reminder that bridges can be rebuilt, even if it takes time. The exchange may have been formal, but it was also genuine, a small but significant step toward healing old wounds. Behind the headlines, Harry and Meghan seem determined to fix royal bridges, one small gesture at a time. They know that trust isn't rebuilt overnight, and that every step forward must be earned. But they're willing to put in the work, even if it means facing setbacks and disappointments along the way. Friends say that the couple has been having long, honest conversations about what it will take to truly mend fences with the royal family. They're committed to the process, even if it's slow and sometimes painful. For Harry, the desire to reconnect with his father runs deep, and Meghan is determined to support him every step of the way. Will these quiet olive branches melt years of royal frost? Or is the door still only slightly ajar? The answer isn't clear yet. The royal family is known for its caution, and old wounds don't heal easily. But there are signs that the ice is beginning to thaw. Small gestures, a smile at a family gathering, a kind word in a private conversation, a willingness to listen, can add up over time. For now, the door remains open, if only a crack. But that may be all that's needed for a new chapter to begin. What do you think? Is slow and steady the way to heal a royal rift? In a family where tradition and protocol often take precedence over emotion, perhaps it's the small, steady steps that matter most. Reconciliation isn't about grand gestures or dramatic apologies. It's about showing up day after day and proving that you're willing to try. For Meghan and Harry, the journey may be long, but every olive branch, every handwritten note, every thoughtful gesture brings them one step closer to the family they hope to rebuild. Only time will tell if their quiet efforts will be enough, but for now hope lingers in the air, as delicate and persistent as the rain falling on Buckingham Palace at dusk.